Hello. Thank you once again for tuning in to Mount Tabor Grand Lodge AF and AM YouTube channel. I'm Grandmaster Herbert M. Ware, 33rd. Tonight or today we're going to discuss the second pillar in building a house made of wisdom. That pillar, the pillar number 2, is honesty. Honesty. Uprightness of character and conduct, trustworthy and incorruptible. That's a very difficult topic to cover because the world has bombarded us with so many different interpretations and half-truths and blended truths. So we have to go to the one source of truth on this subject, and that would be the Holy Bible. But first, let's look at some Masonic information that pertains to this subject. Pulling from the 15 articles of the Masonic Order, Article number 1, the master must be steadfast, trusty, and true, provide victuals for his men, and pay their wages punctually. Article number 9, no master shall undertake a work that he is not able to finish to his Lord's profit and the credit of his lodge. Article number 15, and shall guard him against the commission of perjury and all other offenses by which the craft may be brought to shame. So those are 3 of the 15 articles within the Masonic Order that pertain to us being men of stature and being honest in our actions. As far as the 15 points, there are several. Number 1, every Mason shall cultivate brotherly love and the love of God and frequent holy church. 15 points. Point number 2, the workman shall labor diligently on work days that he may deserve his holidays. Number 3, every apprentice shall keep his master's counsel and not betray the secrets of his lodge. Point number 4, no man shall be false to the craft or entertain a prejudice against his master or fellows. Number 7, no man shall debauch or have carnal knowledge of the wife, daughter, or concubine of his master or fellows. And then number 14, the last one, he shall make oath to keep secrets, to be steadfast and true to all the ordinances of the Grand Lodge, to the King and the Holy Church, and all the several points herein specified. So as you can see, the Masonic Order is big on being honest also. But one of our biggest obstacles to having honesty in the lodge and in our life is temperance. The practice of always controlling your actions, thoughts, and feelings, basically restraint. Now, if we're going to talk about temperance, we have to talk about passions. And a Mason must learn to subdue his passions. In fact, that's one of the first things we admit to or admit that we're in quest of. All men have passions and should have, but our passions are to serve us and not master us. In Ecclesiastes, the Master Mason book of the Bible, chapter 2, verses 10 and 11, Solomon tells us that he did not refuse anything his eyes desired, nor did he withhold any pleasures from himself that his heart desired. But then he comes back and tells us when he considered all his activities, all his labor, and all his accomplishments, it was like striving after wind, and there was no profit. So to that I will tell you, fall in love with nothing because everything is temporary. There are 4 factors to consider in our quest for temperance. The first of which is the heart. The heart of man plays a critical part in a man's quest for temperance. In Matthew 12:34, it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So the heart must be right, and it must be strong to be worthy of the rewards and positions in life that we will obtain. In Colossians, it tells us that we should not lie to one another, seeing that you have put off the old self with the practices and put on the new self, which is being renewed in knowledge after the image of the Creator. So the bottom line is, whatever's in here is going to come out here. And Matthews, it tells us, let what you say be simple, yes or no. Anything more than that comes from evil. Let your yeses be yes, let your no's be no. Now, in order to really describe and to get into honesty, we have to go to the law, which is basically the 10 Commandments. Commandment number 7 says you shall not commit adultery. Commandment number 8 says you shall not steal. I added time and money to that because a lot of times we are supposed to be doing something, but we're doing something else and we're stealing the time, or we're stealing money because we're getting paid to do one thing but not doing it. So that in essence, that is stealing. Commandment number 10, you shall not covet, or want your neighbor's house or things. The great architect of the universe, God, has a plan, a purpose, and rewards for each of us. We delay or cancel his plans for us by wanting or taking what belongs to another, be it money, wives, things, or titles. The second factor in our quest for temperance is patience. We're told that trials and tribulations should be met with joy. The testing of our faith to get through them produces patience. And if we let patience have her way, we will be made perfect, whole, and wanting for nothing. That came straight from James 1, verses 2 through 4. It is said that time, patience, and perseverance accomplishes all things. So patience and perseverance in time will get us or get you what you want. You know, some of us, in fact, all of us, want more. But we need time to grow in order to handle what it is we want. Getting something too soon can be worse than not getting it at all. The third factor in our quest for temperance is the tongue. It plays a very important part, and it is the key to the secrets of Freemasonry. We've all heard death and life, the power of death and life is in the tongue. The tongue of good report, as noted in the old Masonic expressions, means having a good reputation. An instructive tongue means that you teach the secrets and give good and wholesome instructions to your craft. In James 1:26, it states that if anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. And of course, Proverbs hits it dead on and says, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. So the tongue is a very guarded or very dangerous thing. Commandment number 9, let me share that one with you because it says you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. And then in Proverbs 12:9, it says, truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. I've been using for years the phrase that says every lie has an expiration date. You see, the tongue is also full of evil and deadly poison. and almost impossible to tame. The tongue must be directed by an even stronger mind, a mind rooted in the spirit of our Creator. And that brings us to number 4, the fourth factor in our quest for temperance, the mind. The mind plays a very critical part. In fact, in 2 Corinthians 4:4, it states that in their case, the God of this world, that's the small God, which is Satan, has blinded the minds of the unbelievers to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. In other words, the world and Satan has gone to great lengths to confuse, to blend, to cover up the truth and keep us from developing a good, solid relationship with our Creator. When your mind is right and strong, you will be, as stated in Titus 1:7-9, an overseer as God's steward, and must be above reproach. He must not be arrogant or quick-tempered or a drunkard or violent or greedy for gain, but hospitable, a lover of good, self-controlled, upright, holy, and disciplined. He must hold firm to the trustworthy word as taught, so that he may be able to give instructions in sound doctrine and also to rebuke those who contradict it. And then Titus 2:7 says that this man will show himself in all respects to be a model of good works, and in his teachings show integrity and dignity. That describes what Masons are supposed to be. And that describes what we are striving to become. These scriptures apply to not only the masters of the lodge, but all officers and elders. In fact, I would go so far as to say every Mason should seek to be such. In Proverbs 6, verses 16-20, it just kind of sums it all up. It says there are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste to run to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord among brothers. God's word says, my son, keep your father's commandments and forsake not your mother's teachings. We as Masons strive daily to live according to what you've just heard. I do want to thank you once again for tuning in to Mount Tabor Grand Lodge YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe so that you are made aware of new videos that come out. Give us a comment if you have any. Let us know how you feel about it, what you think about it. Let us know if it's helping you. And if you have any questions or comments, please just get in touch with us. You can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, and or our website. Thank you very much.